Hello everyone, I'm Quinn the Princess.
And I'm Gaga.
And today we are bringing you Chapter 12 of Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles. Chapter 12, titled Chapter 12.
Author's note. Hello, friends. I had this chapter all ready to go a week ago after class last Saturday with Handsome Greg.
Does it really say that?
No, it doesn't.
Oh.
You're looking at the screen.
I was trying to follow along. I got confused.
But then, of course, things got in the way like they always seem to. But now that things have slightly calmed down here at Fort Parsons, I thought I would finally post this.
I wonder if things calming down means that, like, her husband found out about her obsession with Greg.
Greg Snape.
Greg Snape. Although it's Chapter 12, entitled Chapter 12. It's weird because it's the only chapter in the entire story that doesn't have a name.
It's very odd.
It's not like she forgot to put a name for it. It's literally called Chapter 12. Like, it's so weird. I don't know. The campus was dark when Harry, Hermione, Dean Thomas, and Ronald walked out of their dormitories. It was completely silent, because all the other little ones were asleep. The bright, shining stars twinkled approvingly down at the righteous young Christian trio. Wait, there's 4 of them.
Ronald doesn't count.
Ronald is not a righteous young Christian.
The stars twinkled approvingly at the righteous young Christian trio and Ronald.
The stars glared contemptuously at Ronald. The stars tolerated his presence. Barely. "I'm nervous," Ronald uttered shakily. Probably because he's like, all these stars are glaring down at him. Soon. "Isn't this against the rules?" Harry, Dean Thomas, and Hermione exchanged a knowing look. It wasn't Ronald's fault. It was just how he had been raised. Slytherin hats do not usually question authority. They think they just need to do what the head Slytherin hats tell them to do. They never think that maybe the Lord's work is important. "This is the Lord's work," Harry explained patiently. "This is more important." Stupid.
The Lord's work as in preserving your pride.
The Lord's work is in getting into a rap battle with another student.
Right.
"That's right," Dean Thomas said wisely, and not a single word was mispronounced.
Oh, God. Because we all know "that's right" is a very difficult sentence.
I can't believe I never picked up on this before. But it's like, is she making fun of people who, like, write Dean Thomas this way? Because granted, I don't...
She's not just like Dean Thomas, but, like, how people talk about black characters or black people.
Yeah, because it's always, like, oh, they're so well-spoken, so articulate. Like, bitch, that's not really a compliment.
Yeah, because, of course, the default assumption is not.
Yeah. Like, that's, and I kind of wonder, like, I think it's really, like, funny, and, like a really, now that I kind of, like, It's a satire, obviously. This whole fic is a satire about religion. But I find it kind of, odd that she's slipping this in there, too. But, it's kind of, it's funny, like, if you know what it's about. Mm-hmm. But it's just kind of like, I'm not really sure why it's here. Unless the whole thing is, like, there's just more involved than just religion.
I don't know.
Because they talk about, like, sexism and stuff, but it's not really a critique about sexism so much as, like, it's still tied into religion, but yet you have this thing about, like, racism in here, so I'm not super sure why it's in here, but...
Well, like, the sexism is, like, talked about explicitly, but the racism is just, like, covert, and, like, you didn't pick it up the entire first time you read it.
Yeah, well, granted, it's been a while since I've read this fic, but yeah, it's subtle, but it's there intentionally. Mm-hmm. So it's not like... I'm not saying the story itself is racist. I think it's just more of a critique. Because, there's no way no one can be that aggressively, casually racist. Like, there's just no way. Like, it's obviously a satire. It's just... Oh, gosh. I just love that, and not a single word is mispronounced. That's right, Dean Thomas said wisely, and not a single word was mispronounced. He had dressed quite respectably for the occasion. His face was scrubbed quite cleanly. Any mommy would be proud to have him for her son. Oh, Ronald murmured wonderingly. He had never thought that anything could be more important than following rules. Not even the Lord's work. Ronald was starting to ask the big questions. The big questions?
Big questions. Pause. Questions.
I don't know. She doesn't use commas, she uses dashes, so it makes me think that the words are, like, connected. Ronald was starting to ask the big questions. Questions which just might lead him to salvation. Just think what would have happened if Harry had not known to love the sin and not the sinner.
I think she meant hate the sinner, but now it seems like Harry is down with Catholicism, but not with it.
It's never your religion I had a problem with, Ronald. It's just you.
It's just you.
It's personal.
If it's business, I'll leave happily. But if it's personal, I'll leave. But I won't be happy. It's personal.
Love the sin, hate the sinner. Oh, poor Ron. I almost feel sorry for him in this. Just then, Draco stepped out from behind a tree. He was wearing yet another sweater vest.
On top of the other one.
He's just stacking them on top of each other.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Draco Malfoy. Could I be wearing any more clothes? And he was proudly sporting a Ravenclaw hat. Well, well, Potter, Draco drawled smugly. Looks like you came to the pray-off after all. That's right, Harry answered courageously. Well then, Draco grinned self-righteously. Let's pray! Oh yeah! It's time for another epic playoff!
We got D. Malfoy on the wheels of steel, and in this corner we've got the newcomer, the man we're all here for, Potter!
Woo! Contestants, choose your seconds. Harry and Draco got down on their knees and raised their hands to the sky.
And, like, Mike and Az are like, oh, man, I am so ready to strike down this kid if we get the go-ahead.
Yeah, me too. Big man says the word, I'm totally ready.
I am so ready.
So ready.
I got my flaming sword, I got my lightning bolts, I've got all my shit ready to go.
Is it cool if we maybe strike down the other one too, just for, just extra?
I mean, like, we might get in trouble, but, like, it would be worth it.
Well, but, I mean, hey, forgiveness, that's kind of our whole spiel, right? Isn't it, right? So, yeah, I'm sure we could get away with it. I'll go first, because God loves me best, Draco declared confidently. Crab, Goyle, give me a beat! With that, he shouted, Dear Lord, if you agree with me that women are stupid and Potter is wrong, please strike him down where he kneels!
Yeah, my boy!
Dean Thomas and Ronald gasped. Hermione began to cry. But Harry did not flinch. He knew that he was a man of the Lord. Well, an 11-year-old of the Lord, but, technicalities. Draco grinned viciously as he looked to the sky for a bolt of lightning. But none came. His eyes widened and his jaw dropped. He began to cry. Like, please, I'm begging you, just give me one word, and I will smite him where he stands.
I will smite him so hard.
So hard. Just
please.
Give me the go-ahead. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen.
No, I don't think so either.
Man.
Maybe the other one will get the smiting thing.
Yeah. Let's see what happens.
Oh shit, everybody! Looks like God doesn't love Draco!
No!
Let's go into our next contestant! Potter! Woo!
a beat!
Oh, so it's like that, huh?
What do you mean?
Because I'm black, huh?
Well, no, it's just because Hermione can't rap and I hate Ron.
Oh, wow. That's the one time you guys weren't actually racist at me.
What are you talking about? I'm not racist. I have tons of black friends.
Oh my god.
Now it was Harry's turn to pray. He raised his hands far higher than Draco's had been. Because we all know that prayer is a competition. And he screamed in a voice far louder than Draco's had been. Dear Lord, if you agree with me that women are just as good as men, but just different, please! For a second, he thought about asking for Draco to be struck down, but then he was overcome with mercy. Please make him a Gryffindor hat! Word!
Oh, shit! We got some hat changes!
No! In that moment, the hat on Draco's head changed into a red and yellow one with a lion on it, and the tears rolling down his face were not sad tears. They were happy tears. Oh, come on! Can't I just smite somebody for once?
It's so long since I've been able to kill a kid.
Right? The crowd of onlookers burst into applause.
We got a new man, the champion!
Man, white people can't rap. The crowd of onlookers burst into applause, but Harry did not notice all the cheering students and teachers. Wait, there are teachers here?
Yeah, even though it's against the rules.
It's their only source of entertainment, come on.
So wait, there were teachers in the crowd where Draco's like straight up kill Harry, and they were like, yeah, that's fine.
Shouldn't we maybe interfere on some level? No, let's just see what happens. He was bathing in the love of the Lord. So apparently, like, that's one way to convert someone to your religion. You just
Rap battle.
a rap battle. Winner gets to choose. Winner converts the loser.
Or kills the loser.
Or kills the loser, depending on how vengeful you're feeling. Man, these whole competitions have really gone downhill since they outlawed directly smiting someone with prayer.
I know.
Ugh, the worst. You remember the good old days?
Yes, when people were just praying for their enemies to be killed left and right.
Oh, we were just smiting, oh man, one after another.
Now they outsource that shit to the demons.
Ugh,
and it's like,
the worst.
excuse me, we were the originals.
Right, they're not even classy about it. They've got no panache.
No. Like, no lightning bolts, no swords. They're just like, I'm gonna rip you up because I'm a demon.
Gore is cool and edgy. Yeah.
I'm so scary. I'll kill your whole family. Like,
I'm sorry, we perfected the original fear, okay? You look up any book in the Bible, we show up, what do people do? They run away. We have to tell them, do not be afraid, right? We're scary.
We're so scary.
So scary. I mean, look at all that you've got going on. Come on, look, you've got eyeballs on your ankles.
I've got
that shit is lit, my man.
Eyeballs.
Eyeballs on your ankles, where eyeballs should not necessarily be. No,
absolutely not.
Oh man, and with me, I got this cool flaming sword. Do you know the last time I actually got a chance to use this sword?
Didn't you have to give it to those like lamos in the garden?
Oh, the worst. The worst. Like, okay.
It's like, it's a punishment, but I'm still gonna give you this awesome sword. Like, how is that bad?
Right?
That is a total upgrade.
It's like I'm the one getting punished. Like,
I know.
I'm sorry, you can't follow the rules, so I'm just gonna give you my flaming sword?
Right.
How is that fair?
I don't know.
God, humans are the worst. They can't even follow simple instructions.
I know.
Oh, you never should have made them.
No.
I mean, come on. Okay, I'm sorry. Like, okay, I know he's my boss, but if you are that self-centered that you have to create an entire species based off your image, like, come on, man.
It's like,
come on.
Everyone's in my image, because, like, I am so scary.
Right? No, but like there are no creatures like wandering around on this earth with full of mouths and eyeballs, just like coming out in some eldritch like Cthulhu looking shit. Like
and the weirdest shit, the demons get to create all the monsters they want.
Seriously?
Yes.
When's the last time we got to be creative with anything? I couldn't even get creative with the plagues. It was like, okay, you can have locusts or frogs. Well, gee, how is that even a creative decision?
I know, and you hate frogs, so it wasn't even a choice.
Oh, I hate frogs. It actually really wasn't a choice because I got stuck with frogs anyway. Because Raph was like, "Oh, I want locusts." Like, ugh.
What a dick.
Choke Raph. Oh my god, I hate him so much. The only one that's actually more annoying than Raphael is Gabe.
Gabriel.
Oh my god,
Oh
right?
my god, yes!
The worst!
So self-righteous. Like, oh, I'm your boss, so you have to do everything I say, and blah, 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 blah. I'm so much better than you all.
Oh my god. Oh, humans love me. Oh, I'm always like the Lord's messenger, blah, blah, blah. Ugh. Like, the Seraphim think they're so special. They're like, we can't even, be conceived by mortal standards. Oh, they can't even draw us correctly. We're so special.
Oh, we have to cover every part of our body with our 8 fucking pairs of wings or overkill, because if anyone looks upon us, they'll die instantly. Like, newsflash, asshole, I can make people burst into flames too. I just don't have to be a dick about it.
Ugh. They're like, we lift up the throne, like, we're so special, we're closer to God, like, oh my god, the worst.
The worst.
Like, you would think for beings with no mouths, they wouldn't be able to, be as annoying as they are.
Yes.
But somehow, an entire species of angels with no mouths can be surprisingly chatty.
I know.
Ugh.
And they're all like, oh, we can't even lift our wings in front of you because you're so low on the angel hierarchy that you'll probably burst into flames too. Like, don't fucking insult me like that, okay?
Right? God, I miss being able to smite children.
Me too, dude. Me too.
I'm sorry, Jesus Christ, what is happening right now?
He's not here right now.
He's probably having more fun than we are.
Probably.
God.
I'd like to see them try to stick some nails through my fucking 100 eyes. You can't. You don't have that many nails.